What y'all must have thought it was over. Y'all must have thought I was gonna quit like that. Look, I know they probably gonna cut me off, but what I want to tell y'all about is, man, a lot of y'all brothers know about, you know, e- economic structure. You know, I hear a lot of brothers throwing the word around. You see what I'm saying? But I don't think nobody really paying attention to what it really means, man. You know, as a nationality, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't have one, man. And everybody mad at us, you know, because we scream, you know, about injustice or whatever. But ain't nobody really realizing, though. You know, this shit is not cool. It's not cool. You know what I'm saying? It's not cool at all, man. You know, black is not a nationality. African American is not a nationality or any of those things. So if you're looking for a fucking reparation, where the hell you gonna get it from? Because you're not gonna get it from blacks, and you're not gonna get it from African Americans either. Now, you know, I, there's a lot of folks out here, man, and I sometimes I kind of can feel Jay-Z and all them boys, man, when they don't want to invest their money in motherfucking dumb motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as motherfuckers get civilized and get some money, they gonna run right back to a motherfucker so they can stunt. See, and I think that's the same thing that women did. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, out of all that time of, you know, everything being unjust, when it was black men and black women couldn't vote. You see what I'm saying? We all stood together. But it seemed like after the system shut down, uh, women nick so much. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like it made a bitterness. It's like it made a bitterness hate. You know, they brothers. So that separated them from us. Now we live in a household where you fall in love with a woman and then you got to compete with her and her independence because motherfucking Uncle Stepdaddy Tom or whatever the motherfucker name is taking care of them when you can't. But see, they put us in situations for shit like that. But can't nobody see that shit because ain't nobody going. Everybody looking at that. You know, I seen a lot of people was talking about the Central Park Five and how they see us shit. But it's like I was screaming about that shit from day one before Central Park Five, dealing with the shit that was going on with me. But you know, because of the type of person I was, people look at me and say, okay, well, apparently you must have did it. You used to doing stuff like this. But I mean, is that proof that I did anything? You know what I'm saying? That's just another stereotype. Yeah, we gotta do better than this shit though. And on another note, you know, I sat up yesterday and I listened to him, and then he was like, well, well, man, we don't sit around, you know. You know, black people, y'all just want to sit around and listen to rap music and talk about getting high and pimping hoes and hibbity bibbity blah blah. See, we not on shit like that. And I told him, I said, look, I say, white kids is around here bumping the same Lil Uzi Vert and Yo Gotti and everything the black folk wearing. And they got motherfucking dreads and braids and shit too. So every time y'all see me quote Jay-Z, when he say, uh, when he say they stealing cornrows, put your scarecrows up. They run around here. They got braids. They got dreads. They want everything about us except for the struggle. But you don't want to change the struggle. You know what I'm saying? You just want to beat us. And I remember back in the day when I heard CeeLo say, a lot of these folks, they mad, but the only reason why they mad is because they can't be black no more. And there's too many black men out here trying to be niggas and keeping it real to the point where they dying to be niggas. And then, you know, I look at that, man, I look at that and I see that for my people. And I'm like, bro, Stud ain't never lied, man. He ain't never lied. And it's like, we just out here just floating around. You know what I'm saying? We out here floating around. wishing and hoping. We praying and jumping around, kissing the white Jesus feet. We doing all these type of things. But then we don't even believe in magic. But you believe in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just the type of person like that. I'm just here to break you down. I'm not here to build you back up because I had to build myself back up. So I can give you the knowledge to free yourself, but I can't give you the knowledge to tell you who you are. That's an individual path that we must all take. And if I did that, then that would be the same thing as me telling you God gave you a Jesus. So because God was mad at you and he don't want to talk to you no more, so you got to talk to Jesus if you want to get your shit answered. And I don't know how fucking logical that would be, because I would assume that, if the creator had a feeling like that he would just be mad and say, no, I don't want to talk to these niggas. Fuck that. I ain't talking to people no more. I'm going to let you do that. Man, look, my creator wouldn't turn it back on nothing that it created. I can feel that. That's something I feel on the inside of me. But anyway, I don't really even want to get into all that because then I'll be delving into religion, which I really don't even want to do because I think it's really slavery too. But anyway, I just want y'all to be fucking questioning everything, man. Man, folks figured out, it seemed like when folks figured out God wasn't going to strike them down for doing dumb shit, folks just start acting a fool and then start blaming the motherfucking devil for the shit that they love to do. Like, they don't have no self-control. But the thing about it is, man, you got to motherfucking hold that self-control, man. And that self-control got to be like a diamond to you, man. You got to take care of that self-control every day. And that's just the real, bro. I love my people now. And I hate to see y'all out here fucked up by being fucked up because y'all doing some fucked up shit. But, that's neither, here nor there. That ain't really on me because I'm out here and I'm doing my thing. You see what I'm saying? I'm out here, I'm doing my thing and I'm living. You see what I'm saying? I'm living. Shit, I'm living. You know what I'm saying? I'm living where I have struggles every day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everything might not be carefree, but I'm living. I take care of myself. The government don't help me with my light bill. They don't help me with my rent. They don't help me with nothing. Everything that I do, I gotta be responsible. You see what I'm saying? Everything I do. That's called man right there. That's called man. Now, I look at all of this foolishness, man, and I say this about forgiveness. If you be following the Bible, do it like this. Don't straddle the fence. If you go forgive somebody for taking a life that God put on this earth, shit, you might well forgive everybody. A murder should be the worst. So you should definitely forgive all the people, you know what I'm saying, who did less than that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all shot y'all own people under the bus. And then them folks just sit back and be laughing at y'all. Like, man, I can't believe these folks got there and stabbed their own folks in the back. You know what I'm saying? They know, see, white people know when to stick together. See, we just get guided by emotion and we just do stupid shit. And all we want to do is resort to gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? But now, when there's some real shit jumping off, ain't nobody goddamn busting no guns. Ain't nobody goddamn going upstate no claim. Ain't nobody doing no shit like that. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody talk about nothing. Ain't nobody telling these folks, look, y'all had to come up out this shit. The reason why I left Mississippi, man, is because it felt like I was there by myself, man. Everybody's so passive and everything that they feel, man. I was going in fucking the little store, we call them juice stores and shit. Motherfuckers in there calling motherfuckers niggas. And they price gouging on this side of town, but when you go over to where the white people stay, the shit be cheaper and shit like that. And it's like, why you tax the people that don't have much? And then you sit up in here and you talk crazy, then you try to mess with our money. You doing all that type of stuff. You talk crazy, you pull your guns on them. But yet and still, your ass still posted up in our community. just chilling. You see what I'm saying? Like you run them motherfuckers. Ain't nobody tried to get you up out of there, but niggas still talking about my hood. This my hood. Look, I'm not finna jump in front of no bullet and die for you niggas, and you niggas won't even walk for me. So that's why I say, bro, when a motherfucker ready to kick up some shit and ready to take some motherfucker shit, call me. But if y'all on that sucker shit, bro, man, do not hit me up, man. I done had too many fake people in my life within the last year, man. Every nigga that I used to fuck with, I don't fuck with no more. Pretty much. You know what I'm saying? You start seeing all that fake shit, man. You know what I'm talking about? You start seeing the fake shit and the fakeness in people, man. Now you start realizing shit ain't genuine, man. You gotta get away from that shit. But look, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I'm gonna tell y'all from a place of unbiasedness, man, a place of love. Look, we not gonna win in these folks' system. Separate, get your own economic structure. You make your own group, your own set of laws. Everybody get together, man, and put some money together, man, and get some property and some assets, man. Buy some land, man. Buy some acres of land, man. Build your own fucking city, man, and goddamn file for that fucking Article 17, man, and get your nationality back, but don't register as no goddamn Native American. Let's get your nationality back, man. Get you a seat at the UN, man, and goddamn chop it up and you speak on behalf of your people, man, like you're supposed to. Man, we gotta get back to growing our own shit, raising our own animal, and motherfucker not. If we don't kill it, we don't eat it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get back to the trade and barter system, because at the same time, brothers, money don't mean shit. Money don't mean nothing. They put a worth on money because of the material goods that you can buy with. But the same material goods that you can buy with it, we can grow the same shit. Majority of this shit, we created this shit. We got the knowledge and we got the know-how, we got the skill. Every job that they got out here, that's a technical job that can be worked. We already worked the job before, and we probably worked the job for a few pennies on the dollar. So we have the knowledge to even do these things. But yet it's still, we're not trying to do nothing, man. We're not trying to move forward. We don't care nothing about our family, but we care so much about what the media say we should feel. Feel like this today. Feel like this tomorrow. Do this. Think like this. Don't be like this. Be like this. Man, fuck that shit. If you doing what them folks tell you to do, you ain't no man. And ain't no man either. And you ain't no woman either. I'm speaking this shit from a real standpoint. Because I love my people, man. I will not let my people them kill me, bro, about this goofy shit. If y'all choose to do all this type of shit, I cannot run behind you. I would not chase you. I would not buy you back from whatever you sold into. I would not do it. You know what I'm saying? That's something that you gotta have to do for yourself. You know what I'm saying? The battle is yours, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to wake you up. You know what I'm saying? I had a situation happen to me. You know what I'm saying? After playing and knowing what I'm supposed to be doing, and keep on doubting myself and trying to keep holding on to shit, because that's the type of shit that I was used to. And damn well I had grew out of. You see what I'm saying? So everything died, man. A new thing come arise. But man, we gotta learn how to jump, bro. We already got. We ain't got jack shit. We ain't got nothing to lose. And we sit around here act scared and docile like we got everything going on. We don't own nothing. We don't own nothing. You don't even have the right to be racist. You see what I'm saying? You don't even have the institutional power to be racist. You see what I'm saying? All you is mad. You can't be racist. White people can be racist. And it look like shit Mexicans will beat us. Because they know how to sit together. They know how to burn their money up. They know how to trust each other. Like some Mexicans I used to work with, they were taking their money that they were getting here, and they were staying with like 12 other Mexicans, and they were sending their money back home to somebody. They ain't had to worry about them out there buying weed with their money, buying hoes in Mexico. They look out for each other. They take care of each other. They trust each other. And the question I want to ask y'all before I go is, how bad has trust ever hurt you? You know what I'm saying? How bad has trust ever hurt you? What's wrong with jumping? I mean, we already ain't got shit. So why not try something out of the ordinary instead of calling people crazy and calling people weird for doing shit that you too scared to do? Really, they're saying that you pussy more than they're saying that I am. But at the end of the day, I love y'all, man. But I will not let y'all kill me, bro. I will not motherfucking be caught up in emotion. Like, oh, yeah, this is my stuff. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to look out for you. Even though you continue to do dumb shit, I would not do it. You know what I'm saying? That's just not me. It's not in me. I ain't cut like that. That ain't the kind of blood I got. This Herman McQuarter blood in me. Herman McQuarter Senior blood in me. You see what I'm saying? I'm a warrior, man. You feel me? We don't play no games like that. Man, I come from a place, man, where we had unity. When I was growing up, and we was out there on that corner and we were hustling, man, we had unity. Man, I was out there with Gangsters, Vice Lord, Mickey Coleman Stones, Black P Stone, whatever you want to name. All of us was out there together. We took turns. And we all got money, man. And that's the type of shit I came up in. But see, everywhere else, they don't living like that. Everywhere else was cutthroat. So when I started getting around and started moving around and started meeting other people, you know, and I decided to start my own thing, people weren't raised the same way we were raised. So people were taking that kindness for weakness, and people were playing on you. You know what I'm saying? People play on you, man, when you try to do nice things because they ain't never had nothing good. And they figure they need to get all they can while they got somebody doing something good for them. But that's the wrong thing to do. That's the wrong thing to do, man. On everything, man. Don't use people like that, man. People come into your life for a purpose. You know what I'm saying? People, everything that's in your life, man, has a purpose. If it come there, it got a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the purpose might be intent, but regardless, at the end of the day, it's still a purpose, man. Sometimes we just have to let these things work out, bro. It ain't gonna kill you. It ain't gonna kill you, man, just to see what's going on. We stand out here on these goddamn corners, sell dope in the cold, in the heat, risk our lives, risk our freedom. We do all this shit. But when it come down to something real, we don't even want to do that. We don't want to do that at all. And that's the sad part about it, because it got me really fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It got me fucked up that we constantly could be so motherfucking pitiful. And when I say pitiful, I don't mean pitiful like the pitiful you think. I mean full of pity for everybody else. But we need to take care of ourselves. We need to pick our own selves up from our bootstraps and all this other type of coon cane ass shit. Y'all gotta forgive me, man. I'm up in here fucking with this for a minute this shit flying up in the air. Doing my QC shit. But I really just wanted to chop it up with y'all, man, because I'm not really finna say nothing else about this shit, man. About the goddamn broad and about all her motherfucking KKK affiliations and the fact she already called the police on the dude before. She knew exactly where the dude stayed at. You see what I'm saying? She already. Then they try to bam the dude up talking about what he had in his house and shit. Then they was even talking about allowing that castle doctrine shit. If the castle doctrine shit, if the judge would have allowed it. And the way she hugged that broad, she probably would have allowed this shit. You see what I'm saying? But you can't have no castle doctrine that nobody else has. And for anybody who think that shit a mistake, you a goddamn fool and you a sucker. And every time you say some stupid shit on my timeline, and get on your timeline, I'm gonna talk about you like a dumbass, coon-ass nigga. You see what I'm saying? Every time, because it ain't no fucking way you gonna tell me she walked in the wrong house and pulled out a goddamn gun when you seen somebody else furniture, or you seen somebody else shit, but you ain't see nobody. So you just walk through a motherfucker house. That's some premeditated murder type shit. She knew who that goddamn dude was, and that dude family know better too. But I'm gonna tell you like this: the only time I ever seen some shit like that happen is when a motherfucker got paid. you better believe they got a goddamn check, son. They got a check. And shit. And as fat as much as tight as you did with that motherfucking broad, that was a nice ass motherfucking check. They had to file a W-9 on that check right there, Jack. And hey, look, I'm just gonna tell y'all, man, just don't be stupid out here, man. Love your brother, man. You don't forgive somebody. Let the shit start at home. Don't let the shit start with your motherfucking enemy. Stop forgiving your goddamn enemy. We done did that shit for so long, and that's why we still in the same position we in. We trust these motherfuckers to tell us what's wrong with our vitals. We go run up in there to these motherfuckers, and you know that they gave you vaccine, they give you diseases and all kind of shit. But yet we still run up to them and we take their word over our own word, and you know how you feel. We let them stick blood, take your blood, take your pee, take your hair, take your DNA, do all this shit. And then they sit there and they sampling you. They sampling you. And then we sit out here, we steady trusting. We're putting our kids in their school, let them teach our kids, got our kids thinking, goddamn, you know, we this and that, you know. And I mean, there's a whole big misconception. They didn't even took books out of schools and all type of stuff. But now, it's like, the thing with white people in that situation, when you catch them and they wrong, see, what they don't do is, they don't admit the wrong. They just fix the problem and then say don't talk about it no more. So, in that same extent, I remember when everybody finally started reading on a motherfucking synchronized level and started realizing that Jesus could have been black. Now, I remember when they took all the Bibles and they took all of the pictures of white Jesus out the Bible. And that was supposed to be their admittance to that. But then you notice, they ain't replace it. So, every time that you get down on your knees and you close your eyes, what you see? Just because you know it's a black Jesus, do you see a black Jesus? You don't. Because it's already embedded in you, man. And that's the system that we in. And until we break out of that circle, man, and take everything that we've been taught and motherfucking reteach ourselves, bro, we're going to always stay stuck in that circle. You know what I'm saying? Y'all boys is doing a whole lot of shit y'all don't supposed to be doing. Y'all women doing a whole lot of shit y'all don't supposed to be doing. But hey, it ain't my part, you know. I just do me. You know what I'm saying? But now, when the bullshit jump off, don't come to me crying about your injustice and then say I'm insensitive when you talking about it, because I really don't give a fuck. I've been telling y'all, man, since 2014 about these politics and all of this motherfucking fake ethnicity shit, man. Don't nobody listen, but everybody want to come to me for help. Everybody want to borrow some money. Everybody want a favor and all this type of shit. But I'm not going to keep on helping you if you keep on motherfucking helping and promoting the same shit that's stagnating you. And then you just complain about it and then turn and say you're going to pray about it with no works. Getting down on your motherfucking knees, closing your eyes and shit, that shit ain't going to do nothing for you. That shit ain't going to do nothing. You got to manifest this magic, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't made for everybody and everybody ain't cut to have it. But I'm going to tell y'all like this. Y'all going to have to grow and y'all going to have to know for y'allself. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have to know for y'allself. If you want a motherfucker go buy Air Jordans, Air Max, and all the other bullshit, if you want to go do all that, that's fine. You do that on your dollar. But my dollar is for building, for trying to put something together for the future. So if you want to ball and look good right now, you do that on your own time. And I don't give a fuck who you is. You know what I'm saying? Me and my mama don't even talk. So that should just let you know one thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't bar the curve. When you're wrong, you're wrong. And that is the whole part about it. When you're wrong, you're wrong. I do not pacify foolishness. If it's wrong, don't sit there and try to make me look like a fool to justify that it's right. Because I ain't got nothing to do with your individuality and how you feel about things. All I can do is take care of me. I'm living. I'm living and I'm having and shit. You know, I used to sell dope at one time. But now I can honestly say that I'm doing better than I ever did. I feel better than I ever did. I can sleep at night. I ain't got to worry about no fake ass bitches hanging around, and whether it's worth for money or, or or is it genuine love. See, I don't have to deal with none of that no more. Because see, when I broke myself apart and put myself back together, I had to realize all the messages that was coming to me, like to stop focusing on the label and pay attention to the brand. And what that always meant to me was, nowadays we live at a time where everybody got to wear blue jeans, everybody got to wear pants. So the pants might be Calvin Klein, True Religion, Tommy Hilfiger, but the whole thing about it is, you got to wear pants. So the main thing is to cover your ass. It ain't about who you covering your ass with. Y'all gotta get over that material shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta get out of that stupidity type shit. And y'all gotta stop listening to these stereotypes of people who don't like you trying to tell you about what the majority of people like you do. That's ignorant. And I call that an idiocracy. You see what I'm saying? Hey, I ain't really even feel like coming to y'all on no live today, man, because I was kind of pissed off. I did some dumb shit twice with locking my keys in my car. But I got them out, even though, you know, I used to be married to a bitch, and the bitch woke up in the middle of the night and goddamn stole the keys to my car for some purpose. I don't even understand, but, you know, hey, I'm in my car, you know, and I'm living. You know, I do my thing. And, you know, don't nothing take from that, man, bro. What I'm mainly trying to say is, I'm gonna go back to something Andre 3000 said. This is the perfect shit. He said, they say the selling's a sin, but so is telling young men that selling is a sin if you don't offer new ways to win. And a dolphin gonna shake his fin regardless if he is in or out of water, because the most important thing for him is to swim. Stop focusing on the labels and pay attention to the play. If you out the motherfucking water, you still gonna flip your fins because that's all you ever knew. Man, look, you got to fly, man. You got to fly. You feel me? If you gonna be a chicken, man, be a super chicken, man. You know what I'm saying? Be a super chicken. Be the best at whatever you gonna be, man. You love your people unconditionally. But I'm gonna tell you like this: don't ever be no fool and love a motherfucker that's using you for something, and you continue to do it because you think that's the righteous or the Christian way to do it. Because that's what the parable is. I had to cut off my hand to save my body. Sometimes you have negative people around you. You always got these people around you to talk about how much they love you, but then you talk about your dreams and aspirations and what you're trying to do and the goals. And the people who love you, you expect them to give you that motivation, like, yeah, we can do that, and that's a possibility. But then they said, man, you crazy. Ain't nobody never did that before. So, I mean, you put more credit on other people that create than you do the people who you with. So we got to love one another. We got to trust one another. We got to believe in one another, because we are the building blocks to our own selves. You know what I'm saying? We have to build it. Everything else in the universe is telling us we ain't shit. We don't take care of our kids. We motherfucking always in jail. We doing this. But who doing it to us? Who putting us in them situations? Who can't pay for the lawyers to get out of shit when you know it's an easy thing that you could have got out with no lawyer? So I'm saying, I went to jail, and the time before this, I went to jail. Man, I got out. Them folks had put me on paper. Everything on that shit was somebody else shit except for my name. They just swapped my name out, put my name on the shit. Nigga stayed at 943 Cohee, had a nigga social security number and everything. But every time I tried to go to one of them people and let them know about what would happen, my parole officer like, man, I'm finna check into this because it ain't right. And every time they go check into it, they used to take my parole officer and give him a better job somewhere else. And I never hit him. I think like 3 or 4, officers in there. But at the same time, I'm the same dude, man, who walked in. I used to work for Hinds County Sheriff Office. I walked in a room where I seen all of my pictures. They had more pictures of me than I had of me in one room by itself. You know what I'm saying? I seen it with my own eyes, you know. So, I might not know what's going on with me. I might not know why I'm so important, but I do know one thing. I know what I seen, and I know what I go through, and I know when I speak on shit and people start following. You see what I'm saying? That's when I start getting in trouble. That's when all the shit just start popping up out the blue. Last time, man, when I started telling folks, man, look, you need to build your community instead of building these churches and build on the churches in our heart, because these builders are worth it. Man, them folks pulled up on me and told me I had 15 felony charges, and the last time I was in jail was in March. And goddamn it, they couldn't tell you who bonded me out. They couldn't tell me none of that shit. But I'm gonna tell you some crazy shit, and I'm gonna tell you how the universe works. And I really didn't even think about it until it was over with. I was on my way coming back from down here, right? And I was with my cousin, and I was riding with her, and she had this lady riding with her, right? And we was talking on the way up there, and I think I was talking about something about the situation that she spoke on, and when she spoke on it, really didn't kick in. But after it was over with, I realized that this is the same bitch I cussed out in the booking office who told me that, yeah, I went to jail in March. She was the same lady, and she moved to Texas, and she riding in the car with me. And I didn't even realize until she was out of the car. And I just say, God put you in places for a reason. But it wasn't about, me getting no revenge on nobody, because it ain't about revenge. The revenge ain't for me. But now, it is some folks out there who ass I'm gonna whoop, or some folks who gonna get shot in their ass for fucking with me, or for fucking with my family. And all you sucker ass niggas, y'all know who y'all is. Cause see, I'm a man of peace and I'm a man of war at the same time. Just like God, you know what I'm saying? Everybody be thinking, God, who? God's the Prince of Peace. Nah, they were talking about that nigga Jesus. That's who they were talking about. God is the creator of all things. You know what I'm saying? So within me is war, and within me is wrath, and within me is peace as well. You know what I'm saying? So all of these things is in us, and we have to activate these things accordingly. So I don't speak from an evil place. I try not to speak when I'm in my feelings about shit, because I feel so much because y'all don't. You know what I'm saying? It really hurt me, the people that I love and people I grew up with and I came up with, and then they just still be blinded by these old things, and then they try to hold on to it as a form of cognitive dissonance, because they won't have nothing else to believe in if you take it away. But now the funny thing about it is, after all that sitting up and talking and going back and forth with my grandparents, with my mama and all this about all this Christianity shit, and then one day my grandma just decided to just sit me down and tell me that my grandma was a damn Native American. But we classify as African Americans. And it's like, if she was a Native and her husband was a Native, then what they make you, right? You see what I'm saying? So, how can you be an African American if you weren't born to an African? And the truth of the matter is, they taught us that shit in reverse. See what happened in 13 colonies, that shit didn't happen for us down here in the South. You see what I'm saying? Mississippi wasn't even Mississippi until 1821, and before that, Mississippi, Alabama, and the boot of Louisiana was all Spanish West Florida. You know what I'm saying? So anybody who be looking for history on, the back laws and files like that, I really started paying attention to it, and I started to see how much that both of them things relate to each other, and how they came in and told us we were gonna have to pay for land that, the Creator gave to us that didn't have a fee on it, and they told us, oh, you got to pay taxes, and we believe that shit. And they told us, you want to keep your field there, you're gonna have to work for us because we're gonna take it right now. And they would work for them, and then after they work for them, then they pay the yearly taxes or whatever. After they get through paying the yearly taxes, they would come back and tell them, oh yeah, well, the taxes for the next year that came up. So now they back out there working again, trying to pay for them taxes. So now everybody is behind. Do that sound familiar to any of y'all black folks? They been doing the same old shit, man. They do the same old shit. They always come in, make it seem like we got some kind of threat. make everybody get nervous and start panicking. Then we go run to the government and ask the government to take away some kind of law so they can handle whatever business they need to handle. They take away the law and we don't get it back. So before you know it, this will be a communist place. You see what I'm saying? This will be a communist place. So what I'm saying is, if you don't have your own economic strategy together, if you don't know no motherfucking survival skills, if you don't know how to motherfucking take care of yourself, I can't do it for you. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just here to try to take care of me and mine, you know. But it's like, I can't deal with bought people, you know. I can't deal with bought people. If material can buy you and make you lie to people you love and treat people you love any kind of way, just so you could get a motherfucking better material or for a pair of tennis shoes or for a Louis Vuitton hat, man, look, we can't even fuck around. You know what I'm saying? I catch your ass when you wake up, if you wake up. But you know, I just say it like this, man. I don't got no mercy for the weak, man. I don't show no mercy for the weak. I ain't weak. I ain't never been weak. And I kill everything around me for what I believe in. And to tell the truth about that, I don't believe in shit. If I don't know it, then I just don't know it. Because I want to see it, I want to smell it, I want to feel it, or it ain't shit. Don't tell me nothing about nothing that I can't see, and then expect me to feel your standpoint about some shit that you can't see either. Because that's the same thing as Christianity. I might as well stay with Christianity if I'm a believer in something else I can't see. But now, my creator, I know my creator real. Because just imagine if you just had to wake up in the morning, right? And you had to tell yourself, open your eyes. All right, raise this foot up. Every bone you got in your body, you got to tell the bone how to move and how to react. How many of y'all think y'all would get up every day if you had to do every action yourself? How many of y'all think y'all get up every day? A lot of y'all wouldn't. You see what I'm saying? That's the power of God, man. You see what I'm saying? That's the power of God. Ikichiku, man. And I'm just saying that, man, because I want my folks now to wake up. Don't be like me. Be you. Be you. Whatever. Just like the gospel song says, you gotta let the Spirit lead you a mighty long way. The Spirit, not the preacher, because the preacher out here fucking hoes and got them doing whatever. He hanging with the gangsters and the vice lord. He a Muslim. He a Mason. He all of it. But now they be the same one to tell you can't serve two masters. You see what I'm saying? So look, man, you have to know for yourself, man. You have to know for yourself. You have to do for yourself. You have to provide for yourself, because life is just like the music industry. Nobody comes into your career, in the music career, just to help you without nothing to benefit them or a better position for them. You know, I had a lot of people, man, looking at, I used to post stuff on Facebook about my friends and my family and talk about how much they mean to me. But what I was doing was I was offering ways for folks to sacrifice me and make me do things for shit that I love. But when I had woke up from it, and then they were sending them folks down through there and they wasn't aware of the games that were being played on them because of me, you know what I did? I said, fuck them. Shit, if they dumb enough to fall for the damn trap, then shit, they need whatever them folks give them. But don't think you special today, but you wasn't special yesterday. You see what I'm saying? All these folks be watching. They be all in your Instagram, your Facebook, and then we sit on here on some black righteous shit, and you sitting in the messenger. You want to talk about all this, and you want to talk about what you're doing, and all this type of shit, man. These folks selling out information on this goddamn thing. Billions of dollars. The government getting billions of dollars to motherfuckers selling out information. We ain't got damn motherfucking quarter. Ain't nobody asking about it, but we steady putting all the information on there. Whatever you eat, whatever you drink, who you love, how much you love them, what you would do for them, if something happened to them. Man, you throw yourself in a trick bag. You throw yourself in a trick bag. And I had to realize that I was throwing my own self in a trick bag by telling folks how I felt. about certain people and how we're doing things. And the people that had the power, they manipulate. And then all them folk who were hanging around me, all of a sudden they thought they just got special for no reason. You see what I'm saying? They thought they got special and they got popular for no reason. Man, it's all a trick. But if it was to get me to curve and do something that I said I'd never do, then they ass still where they ass was when the bullshit jumped off. But I tell everybody around me, y'all gotta be strong. You gotta be strong. When them folks know you fuck with me, you fuck with me in the public, they gonna come for you. You gonna be special. All of a sudden, folks gonna start sending your messages on Facebook. Everybody gonna want to be your friend that you ain't never met in your life. All kind of magical shit gonna start happening. And don't think that shit a coincidence, man, because ain't no such thing as coincidence in this world. So you just always be mindful. You out here, you tell folks where you eat at every day. You show them the restaurant. They know what to contaminate. They know where to contaminate it. They know what time you're there. They got your geolocation. They got everything about you. They got everything about you already. They got everything about you. They can put you wherever they want to. They got cameras in the sky. They can see you exactly where you at. That shit might not be submissible in law, but they know where you at. You see what I'm saying? So it ain't no such thing as coincidence. Back in the day when they used to keep us and make us supervise and we be running up on boss, I think we need to do this and we need to do this and this and make the place better. And then they fire you and then take your idea and make the place better and then they take the credit for it. This is the same kind of game that we playing, man. They sitting up and they listen to y'all talk about y'all dreams and y'all aspirations on Facebook. And it's some motherfucker sitting down, writing down all your ideas, doing everything you said that you dreamed of doing on this goddamn book, man. Look, man, if ain't nobody ever really paid attention, Facebook is the goddamn tree of knowledge. If you want to talk about Adam and Eve and the apple from the tree, this is it right here. This shit that we on right now, this is it. This is the apple of knowledge. See, when you just had to deal with your neighbor who stayed next door to you, or you had to deal with the dude stay down the street, that was all you had. Now, we done got so insecure because we can see how everybody living all over the world. We sit up, we watch rappers that we say they rappers, and they got a big old watch on, and we think it's real because they a rapper, and them niggas be broke as a motherfucker too. You see what I'm saying? And we run around, we chasing all this shit, we taking all this resource and building money, and we spending it back with some people who don't even love us, and then we still wonder why we ain't got nothing. Bro, y'all better get some, man. It's time for us to heal. It's time for us to heal. For real. All this shit playing with these goddamn cheering and shit like this, we got to heal from that shit. Oh. And another thing, man, before I get off this forgiveness shit, now, y'all want to talk about all this other bullshit, you know, I seen one of my partners had posted something about what R. Kelly mean, talking about, oh, I heard y'all forgiving people. And then I thought about it at first, and I was like, that's fucked up, because he be fucking with them cheers. But then at the same time, I had to think. Now, I know goddamn well that mama wondering where the hell her child at if she don't know where her child at. So 9 times out of 10, when she seen that nigga with R. Kelly, she let her child do what her child wanted to do because of who he was. Now, that meant her mama got the fucking intellect. Her mama knew the right and wrong. So why that bitch ain't in jail and why they ain't taking her money? You see what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to tell y'all is this, man. Make sure when you start forgiving, make sure you start forgiving your own people first, but start at home. Start with your family, and then you go to all these other people. Because this Facebook shit, this what got everybody insecure. We see them over there, we talk about some whole shit like relationship goals and all this type of shit. Then you hear all these motherfuckers talking about what a real man is or what a real woman is. How the fuck you know what a real man or a real woman is and your ass lonely as a motherfucker? If you know what one is, go get it. Simple and plain. A man, I can tell you about what a real man is. A real man do what he want to do when he want to do it. But now, everybody got their own morality of things. You know right and wrong. Everybody was raised the same way, minus the Christian shit. You know what I'm saying? We all know right and wrong, man. We know what we should do, but we know what we're allowed to do. So, in that same extent, man, I just want y'all to goddamn take care of yourself, man. Love yourself, and know that your body is the church, man. So when you get ready to go pay tithes or go and get them folks their money, make sure that you got your church right first before you take care of somebody else's church. Because God ain't never asked me for no light bill money or told me I got to pay no tithes and money. I remember when I first went, when I first awakened, I used to have this vision, right? That I used to have a vision like I was Jesus, right? In this dream. And I would go in to like some kind of tabernacle, and I would go kick the altar over, go kick the money over, and all that type of shit. Say all this shit fake. You know what I'm saying? And I went to my grandma and I asked my grandma about that dream. And my grandma told me, maybe you need to be a preacher. And I was like, no. I can't take that accountability because I'm not perfect. I do shit. I like big asses. I like some nice titties, and I like a good conversation. Or I might wonder and think about, you know, what a person might be like in bed every now and then. Ain't nobody perfect, man. So when you take a claim like that, you got to be all the way down with that. You got to be, ain't no straddling the fence with that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be all the way down. You can't be cutting no corners. You can't be playing no game with these folk when you do that. So I could never take a standard like that, man. I could never take a standard like that knowing that I'm a human. And should no human ever do it if they know that they're not going to be right and correct. And the same thing go for police. So I feel like, you know, a lot of people talk about the 10 years that she got. But then I see people who was in the military and shit, right? And they got caught up doing bullshit while they was in the military, and then the judge said, oh, so you think you're in the military, that's supposed to save you, or that's supposed to make you do better? Give his ass 30 more years. You see what I'm saying? So why when you take an oath, you don't get upheld to the oath that you claim? You see what I'm saying? Y'all, we got white cops ride around black people's neighborhood. When you got black police that come from the same neighborhood, why they don't ride around their neighborhood and say, hey, Tony, man, what is you doing standing out here on this corner fucking with this shit, man? Go and take your ass in the house, man. Next time I catch you, I'm gonna bush you, I'm gonna take your ass to jail. I mean, why don't we have black people in black people community? Why don't your peers monitor your community? You see what I'm saying? Because the paddy rollers is the police. That's why they used to call it the paddy wagon. So they ride around hunting niggas, and they ride around our neighborhood with their chests out, acting bad or acting tough, and feel like they could piss and shit in your face and talk to you crazy because they the law, and they could do whatever because they having a bad day. But you know, that ain't the way shit go. And the day one of them tried with me, y'all gonna see what I be talking about, because I'm gonna tell a hole in the middle motherfucker head. So I can tell you, I can show you better than I can tell you. But see, God with me, you see what I'm saying? So I don't never have to worry about all this shit coming to me like that. You see what I'm saying? God with me, because I do right, and I be right every day. And if something ain't right with my spirit, I'm gonna cut it out and I'm gonna speak on it. And I'm gonna ask for strength to endure and get out of them messed up ways like that. That's what I'm gonna do. And y'all gonna have to do the same thing, man. I done talk to y'all too goddamn much, man. I usually don't do this live shit, but y'all stay tuned, man. Real soon, I got HPC TV on YouTube, man, where I'm gonna put some videos on there. Well, I'm gonna talk about a lot of shit every time. I don't watch the news, so I get up and I watch my people them on Facebook, because that's the only closest that I got with my people now. You know, we communicate with Facebook. Don't nobody got nobody phone number. My name 212-1311. My phone number the same. Folks know how to find me. They know how to find me when they want something. You see what I'm saying? So find me just to check on. You know what I'm saying? Find me just to check on. Because I do this shit by myself. While everybody else sit out there with co-defendant. Check on your people them sometime. You know what I'm talking about? But if you cut me off, Don't worry about me looking for you, because I won't be. But I got all the love in the world for you, man. So I just want to tell my people, man, one love, man. Namaste, Ashe, Sita, Salah, Hamda Allah, and every other word from every other denomination. And I love you, and I got to get back to work. Let me hop on my forklift. Y'all hold it down.